I'm gonna be ranking every knife in Counter-Strike. You may have seen some TikToks or IG reels about the list I did on there. It went kind of crazy, so I said, you know what? Let me make a long video ranking every knife on a tier list. It's my personal opinion, but a very valid list from someone who's tapped in with the culture. So let's begin. Falchion knife. You're based as fuck if you use this. This is coming from someone who hated the falchion for a minute. Oh my god. No, bro, no. But now that I have it, I absolutely love it. The inspects are clean. Almost every game I play, I'm getting compliments on it. And almost all the finishes look good on the knife. I can admit when I'm wrong. Solid A. Butterfly knife, overrated as fuck. I mean, for all the inspect dopamine maxers come after me, it's a great knife. The inspects are amazing. Listening to someone in the back of spawn flipping this shit around feels nice. There isn't a bad finish on this knife. All BFK players suck. You don't know how many times I've seen people die in the game because they can't stop flipping this shit around during a gunfight. It's clean, it's iconic, it's flashy, but the hype carried it way harder than the knife itself. Hey. The bayonet, pussy version of the M9 is garbage. It still kinda has the design of the M9, but it lost all its flavor. The size is weird. It's not as big and as rugged as the M9. The finishes look weird on this knife. I don't know why anybody would take this over the M9 bayonet. It doesn't make any sense. C tier. Flip knife, I'm convinced this is some form of Israeli propaganda to mess up the whole mix of knives. Why would anyone with a brain willingly use this knife besides having bad luck? Up tier. Shadow daggers, why the fuck would you use this? Classic knife, listen. It's not 1995 or whatever time this game came out. It's time to move on. If you like this knife, you're most likely older than the game itself. It's not ugly, but why would you want this over all the other knives in the game? Yeah, it has the old animation when you inspect it and pull it out, but why would you want another default knife? C tier. Talon knife? It's just a brokey version of the karambit. Sure, it's got that little claw shape. It looks sharp and aggressive, and it looks clean in a lot of finishes, but it's literally the Riyadh McDonald's a whole mass knife. That's where the Talon knife sits in B tier. Good knife, respectable knife, but forever living in the karambit shadow. Gun knife? Listen, I know I made jokes about this knife being the best knife in the game, but let's be honest. It's garbage. The shape is weird. Most of the finishes on the knife don't sit right with me. This is the knife broke people use just to have something. But what's most respectable about people who use the gut knife is that they love the gut knife. There isn't a community like the gut knife community, and that's respectable. But it's going to C tier. Ooh, the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife isn't my go-to, but this knife is dope. The animations are cool. The inspect is nice. Most finishes look absolutely crazy on this knife. And the sound it makes when you pull this shit out makes you feel like I'm literally playing Dark Souls. It definitely stands out compared to the other knives out there, but it's so big, it kind of looks awkward on the screen, but I think it's a very solid B tier knife. The karambit, the cleanest look, cleanest animations. I can look at somebody sitting in the back of spawn inspecting this shit for hours. And the people who use them are all so bad at the fucking game. 9 times out of 10, they're always trash at the game, bottom fragging the whole time. Just like butterfly users, they're always holding the knife more than their gun and losing every single gunfight because of it. Beautiful knife, but too overpriced. It's going A. Ooh, M9 instant without a doubt. S tier. The animations are clean. The pullout feels powerful. It's a big, strong knife, unlike the garbage normal bayonet trash. When I think of a Counter-Strike knife, I think of the M9 bayonet. It looks good in every finish, even the dog shit ones. If I had to choose one knife, it would be this one. Nomad knife, it's just a basic ass knife. It's not ugly, it's not good looking, it's just average. It literally has the same inspect as the default knife. It's just a mid knife all around. Like, Valve didn't even bother to give it personality or anything. They just said, let's add the knife you find literally in the gas station, and people somehow ate this shit up. You pull it out, nobody reacts to it. There's no flex value. I never seen a Nomad knife ever get complimented. Instant C tier. Alright, next up, the Huntsman knife. It's been in the game for a while, but it's just not as iconic to me. It's not as flashy as a butterfly. It's not as satisfying as a karambit. It's just not as tough as an M9. I'm gonna have to put a B tier. Paracord, insanely trash. You probably moderate Discords and Reddits all day. You got the fucking Asmongold room. You think it's cool because you have it in a Doppler finish, but it's still a trash knife. All paracord users shouldn't be allowed. 500 feet near your school. Up tier. Stiletto knife, you're a Chad. I feel nothing but comfort when I see a stiletto user. They're always carrying the team, top of the board, hitting heads. I've never seen a bad stiletto player. It's simple, but it's so nice. It's perfect for any finish, from a ruby to a rust coat. Probably one of the nicest knives in the game. S tier. If you own a Navaja, it isn't a bad choice. You were ripping cases, and with your shit luck, you pack this. Probably with a rust coat finish, and you don't want to sell it because you want to have at least something. You're poor, but you don't want to look too poor. It doesn't look good in any finish. It literally doesn't make make sense for it to be in the game. Why would a CT be caught with this? Up tier. Ursus knife. I literally had to look up what this knife is when I saw it at the bottom here. For me, it's in the same spotlight as a nomad knife, maybe even worse. It's just a bland, boring knife. The shape is literally a rectangle and that's it. This is the most boring looking knife I've ever seen. This knife is so bad, it literally only looks good in vanilla or bad finishes. Who uses this shit? Up tier. Skeleton knife. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very unique knife. It has cool animations with a hole in the middle where you spin it on your finger, and when you pull it out, and now with the fever cases, you can get it in a ruby and sapphire finish. It looks amazing, but it's not for me. I'm gonna have to put it B. Survival knife. Just like the rest of the F tier, why is it in the game? This might be the ugliest knife in Counter-Strike, behind the Ursus or butt plugs. All finishes look horrible. The inspects are mid. The pullout is mid. Not really much to say about it. It's dog shit. Survival knife F tier. That is the Counter-Strike tier list. I'd say it's pretty valid, but if you don't think it is, let me know down in the comments what you would change. Let me know if I should do an AK or an M4, maybe glove tier list. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you.